Whether you're checking out the beautiful scenery across the country or only driving to work, the preferred mode of travel for many Aussies is by car. While most people are careful behind the wheel, some accidents are difficult to avoid, which is why it's important that every driver takes out auto insurance. You may already know how auto insurance works, but do you know what the different types of car insurance are? If you're shopping for auto coverage, knowing the different types of auto insurance and their coverages is an important step in getting the policy that's right for you. Here are a few of the basic auto and car insurance types, how they work and what they cover. Comprehensive car insurance. A comprehensive car insurance is an extensive motor insurance plan that covers the insured person against both own damages and any third-party liabilities. It is also known as own damage or other than collision car insurance, as this policy also protects you financially against any losses that might arise not due to collision. A comprehensive car insurance covers any unforeseen incidents, such as an accident, fire, theft, or natural calamity. Although comprehensive car insurance offers more coverage than a third-party cover, it is not necessary that a comprehensive cover will always be expensive. A comprehensive car insurance policy is the most superior kind of protection you can provide your car with. It is one step ahead of the basic third-party car insurance policy, that offers protection and security only for the third party or the vehicle you dash into. Third-party insurance fails to cover your own vehicle against the possibility of an accident. Comprehensive insurance, on the other hand, provides extensive coverage and offers more services. Benefits of buying comprehensive car insurance. A comprehensive car insurance policy protects your car from any unforeseen event except collision. It also covers for losses incurred during an accident. Let's take a look at the various other benefits of this other than collision cover. It is the highest level of protection you can give your car. If you are found to be at fault in event of an accident, with comprehensive car insurance, you can claim for losses incurred in such situations. It covers lawsuits, including legal fees brought against you as a result of an accident. Peace of mind and financial protection. Offers financial aid in case your car is written off. Unlike third-party insurance, it covers from damages caused to your own car during an accident. What does comprehensive insurance cover? In order to avoid any last-minute surprises, it is always better to have a complete grasp on the inclusions and exclusions mentioned in your vehicle insurance policy. For that, you must read it very carefully. Generally, you won't need to worry about the following, as they will be covered under your comprehensive car insurance. Damage caused by natural disasters or severe weather. Fire. Theft. Vandalism. Damage to third party. Damage to your vehicle caused by falling objects such as trees. Damage or destruction of your vehicle caused by an act of civil disturbance such as riots. What does comprehensive insurance not cover? If your vehicle endures damage due to a collision, then a car insurance claim cannot be made unless you have a comprehensive car insurance. Similarly, there are a bunch of things that have been excluded from a comprehensive car insurance. Depreciation. Wear and tear of the vehicle. Electrical or mechanical breakdown. Damage caused to the vehicle by a person driving without a valid license. Damage caused due to drunken driving. Damage caused due to driving under the influence of drugs. Damage to tires and tubes. However, if the vehicle is damaged at the same time, liability of the company will be limited to 50% of the replacement cost. Loss, damage to the car caused by war, mutiny or nuclear risk. Liability insurance. What is liability insurance? The term liability insurance refers to an insurance product that provides an insured party with protection against claims resulting from injuries and damage to other people or property. Liability insurance policies cover any legal costs and payouts an insured party is responsible for if they are found legally liable. Intentional damage and contractual liabilities are generally not covered in liability insurance policies. Unlike other types of insurance, liability insurance policies pay third parties, not policyholders. Key takeaway: liability insurance provides protection against claims resulting from injuries and damage to people and/or property. Liability insurance covers legal costs and payouts for which the insured party would be found liable. Provisions not covered include intentional damage, contractual liabilities, and criminal prosecution. Liability insurance is often required for automotive insurance policies, product manufacturers, and anyone who practices medicine or law. Personal liability, workers' compensation, and commercial liability are types of liability insurance. How liability insurance works. Liability insurance is critical for those who are liable and at fault for injuries sustained by other people, or in the event that the insured party damages someone else's property. As such, liability insurance is also called third-party insurance. Liability insurance does not cover intentional or criminal acts, even if the insured party is found legally responsible. Policies are taken out by anyone who owns a business, drives a car, practices medicine or law, basically anyone who can be sued for damages and/or injuries. Policies protect both the insured and third parties who may be injured, as a result of the policyholder's unintentional negligence. Liability insurance is also called third-party insurance. For instance, most states require that vehicle owners have liability insurance under their automotive insurance policies, to cover injury to other people and property in the event of accidents. A product manufacturer may purchase product liability insurance to cover them, if a product is faulty and causes damage to the purchasers or another third party. Business owners may purchase liability insurance that covers them if an employee is injured during business operations. The decisions doctors and surgeons make while on the job also require liability insurance policies. What is collision insurance? Collision insurance is auto coverage that reimburses the insured for damage sustained to their personal automobile, due to the fault of the insured driver. This type of insurance is often added as an extension of a basic automobile policy, to protect drivers in the event of damage through a collision. How collision insurance works. As the name implies, collision insurance repays the insured for damage from an actual collision. It does not cover damage due to theft or vandalism. It also does not cover damage that is paid from another driver's policy, if the other driver was at fault. Key takeaways. Collision insurance is coverage that reimburses the insured for damage sustained to their automobile when they are not at fault. This type of insurance is separate from a comprehensive automobile insurance policy, but often added in extension. When two drivers are in an accident, collision insurance pays for the damage, and it will cover damage from potholes, and accidents involving an inanimate object. Collision coverage is often expensive to purchase, but premiums may be lowered by choosing a $500 or higher deductible. Comprehensive auto insurance covers events out of a driver's control. Collision insurance covers events within a driver's control, or when another driver hits your car. Quick facts on collision insurance. Collision insurance can be bought only in conjunction with liability and comprehensive coverage. Collision insurance repairs damage when two vehicles in drive or reverse collide with each other. Collision insurance will cover damage to your vehicle if you hit ice and slide into an inanimate object. Collision covers pothole damage. Collision coverage can be expensive, but people can save on premiums by choosing a $500 or higher deductible. Comprehensive versus collision insurance. The main difference between collision and comprehensive coverage comes down to the question of what the driver controls. Collision insurance will cover events within a motorist's control, or when another vehicle collides with your car. Comprehensive coverage generally falls under acts of God or nature, or things that are typically out of your control when driving. These can include events such as a spooked deer, a heavy hailstorm, or a carjacking. What is personal injury protection? Personal injury protection, PIP, also known as no-fault insurance, is a component of an automobile insurance plan that covers the healthcare expenses associated with a car accident. PIP covers medical expenses for both injured policyholders and passengers, even if some don't have health insurance. If the cost of necessary medical care exceeds the auto insurance policy's PIP limits, health insurance sometimes covers further expenses. Policies have a per-person maximum, meaning that coverage is limited to a certain amount per person if multiple people are injured in an accident. Key takeaways: personal injury protection covers the healthcare costs related to injuries sustained in an automobile accident. PIP covers both the policyholders and their passengers, regardless of whether they have health insurance. PIP policies have a minimum coverage amount and a per-person maximum coverage limit. Understanding personal injury protection, PIP. Auto insurance requirements and features differ from state to state, and PIP coverage is available primarily in no-fault states. In a no-fault state, if a policyholder is injured in a car crash, that person's policy pays for the holder's medical care regardless of who caused the accident. Policyholders with PIP coverage can receive benefits even if the other driver doesn't have insurance. Do I need personal injury protection? If you live in a state that requires PIP, then yes, you need to have PIP coverage. The question then becomes how much you should get. If your health insurance provides coverage for injuries and rehabilitation related to a car accident, you may only need to purchase the minimum amount of PIP required by your state. Similarly, if a PIP coverage is optional in your state, you will want to look at your health insurance to see how it covers expenses related to car crashes, as well as your deductible and out-of-pocket maximums, to help you decide. Personal injury protection versus liability insurance. PIP is not a substitute for liability insurance, which is required by every state, plus Puerto Rico and Washington, D.C., except for New Hampshire and Virginia. Liability insurance pays for injuries caused to another party, such as a pedestrian or the driver and occupants of another vehicle. There's also professional liability insurance. Such policies are generally taken out by financial advisors, business owners, landlords, doctors, lawyers, anyone at risk of being sued for damages and/or injuries. Uninsured and underinsured motorist coverage. You may already know that liability and collision insurance can help cover costs from an accident involving another driver, but what happens if you're in an accident caused by a driver without insurance? Or what about an accident in which the other driver's policy limit isn't enough to cover the damage to your vehicle? In both of these cases, you would still be responsible for the costs, or remainder of the costs for an underinsured driver, to repair any damage to your car. That's where uninsured motorist coverage and underinsured motorist coverage can help. Rather than risk paying for expensive repairs or replacement costs, you can simply add uninsured or underinsured motorist insurance to your auto insurance package. Uninsured and underinsured motorist coverages are both designed to provide an extra level of protection against the unknown, but these coverages are also very different. Uninsured motorist coverage definition. Uninsured motorist coverage may cover damage costs if you are involved in a covered accident with a driver who lacks insurance. There are two different kinds of coverages built into an uninsured motorist coverage policy. Uninsured motorist property damage may cover damage to your property, including your car. Uninsured motorist bodily injury may cover income losses, medical bills and other associated costs of a covered accident. Underinsured motorist coverage definition. Underinsured motorist coverage may cover damages related to an accident, where the other driver's insurance policy limits are not enough to cover the damages. For instance, if the other driver's liability policy limit is $50,000, and you end up with $55,000 worth of damage, Underinsured motorist coverage could prevent you from having to pay the $5,000 difference out of pocket, if you have policy limits greater than $50,000. Similar to uninsured motorist coverage, underinsured motorist coverage includes both property damage and bodily injury damage. Do I need uninsured motorist coverage? Or do I need underinsured motorist coverage? Uninsured motorist coverage is always a good idea. Although auto insurance is required by law, there are still plenty of drivers out there without it. And even if you're in an accident with a driver who has insurance, the damages incurred may surpass their policy limits. Having one or both of these coverages could be especially important depending on your state's laws. If you're interested in protecting yourself with uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage, start your free auto and car insurance quotes today.